back to the channel, guys. Hope everyone's doing alright. So you join us on a cloudy day, and today's a perfect day for a car reveal. So this is the Mercedes C63 Coupe with front end damage. It's a 2017 plate. We bought this car from salvage auction, and in the description it did say the car engine is knocking. I've got a feeling that's put a lot of people off because the cheapest engine I've seen is about 10 grand. So we took the risk and we purchased the car, and once we got it here we realised the fact that the reason why it was actually knocking is because it was lacking oil. The front oil cooler had basically been all smashed in and it was basically leaking oil, and what we've done is we've changed the oil cooler. So this thing just there, we've changed that, we've got a new one in, we've topped it up with some oil as well, and the car is running sweet. There seems to be no issues right now, so hopefully there will be no mechanical issues further down the line. So before I show you around the car, guys, I just want to say if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. And we've also, as well as doing the C63 project, we have got a GTR on the go as well. We actually purchased that car salvage auction again, guys, with quarter panel damage. So if you are new to the channel, go check out the GTR build as well. So guys, we are going to show you around the car. We're going to show you all the damage, any panels that need replacing or fixing. So let's get started. So the crash bar is caved in, the rad pack seems to be bent as well, guys, and the oil cooler seems to be alright. Obviously we replaced it, so that's the new one that we put in. The passenger side headlight seems to look alright on camera, but it's actually got a massive scratch mark going along here. As well as that, guys, the bracket is broken, so there's a good chance we're going to replace that if we can't fix it. Right, so a lot of the damage seems to be at the driver's side front. As you can see, guys, everything here seems to be all smashed up. The light is all smashed up as well, that's inside the car. You can maybe use one or two modules, if not, the whole thing is just scrapped to us. The bracket here that holds the latch for the bonnet, that's all broken off. That's made out of aluminium and it's all smashed off, guys. The little bracket here, the aluminium bracket that holds the crash bar itself, that's got a huge amount of damage to it. That will need replacing as well. The radiator sits back here, guys. We've got that in the car, but that's quite bent as well, so it's probably useless to us. A lot of the wires are chewed up. A lot of the pipes have actually got holes in them as well. Guys, so it's quite obvious. The bonnet and the wing are completely smashed up. They're just useless to us. You can probably use little bits and bobs off there, like the little screws, the little fittings and fixtures, and the heat shield as well that's underneath the bonnet. Apart from that, guys, these panels are absolutely useless. So the front driver's side alloy seems to be alright. Actually, just looking at it again, I just realised it does have a bit of a chunk missing down here. There's a lot of curb marks all around this section here as well, guys. But it's not as bad as the passenger side front one. The passenger side front alloy does have a huge chunk missing. I'll show you guys that in a bit. As well as that, guys, there's normally a cap that sits back here with the Mercedes logo. It's made out of plastic, and the plastic thread seems to be quite badly worn out, so it's not really sitting into place. So we're going to have to get that replaced. The passenger side front alloy is completely smashed up over here. You can see there's a massive crack running along there, and this whole piece here is missing. I'm not too sure what we can do about this alloy. We're going to try to repair it. If you cannot repair it, guys, we just purchased another one. These are really expensive alloys, so ideally we want to be repairing it instead of replacing it, but we'll see what happens when we get to it. Coming down to the quarter panel of the driver's side, you'll see there's a lot of scratch marks in this region here. There's a massive amount of scratch marks starting from here, ending there. So I've got a feeling someone's basically driven past a bush or something quite harsh, and it's basically scratched up all this part of the car. Maybe you can mop that out, maybe you can buff it out, but I'm not too sure. And also there is a dent just here on the actual arch itself, and that's gonna be quite annoying trying to get that, trying to get the shape back, because it's just on the actual bend itself. So as you guys know, we don't want to be using any filler at all. The least amount of filler used, the better. Once we get this car down to the workshop and figure out what we can do with that dent. So coming to the back of the car, no damage here. There is one issue, guys. The letter C is missing from the C63S badge. Question is this an S? Is this a C63 or is this a C63S? So comment down below what you think it is. So from far back, you probably think this wing seems to be alright, but on close inspection you see there's a massive dent just here. There's a little dent just here as well. But I've got a feeling the bonnet has basically brushed up against the wing, and it's caused a bit of a dent there as well. The wing has been pushed out as well. That's why the rim itself is quite far into the actual arch. So under the bonnet you've got a V8 engine, 4 litre. This car is about 487 brakes, something like that. It's also handcrafted by Herbal Ula Pinar. I don't know if that's how you say it, guys. But yeah, anyways, that's the person that actually handcrafted the engine. As you know, these engines are really solid. It's a V8 pushing out a lot of power, and these cars sound absolutely insane. So what I'm going to do is towards the end of the video, I will start the car and I'll show you guys how it sounds as well. And it is missing a few plastics, like the duct that sits back there, the little piece that attaches onto this bit here, the slam panel as well. So what we're going to do is when we start taking this car apart, we can look further into the damage, see if there's anything else that needs replacing as well. So the battery of the car is dead. So we've got a booster pack attached. We've got a bit of power now, so we can show you guys the inside of the car. Inside the car we do have the caps for the alloys. Like I mentioned before, the thread itself is actually damaged, so if you try to screw that on, it won't really hold into place. So we'll have to basically replace these threads as well, this plastic piece. And that's the key that basically screws the cap on and off. Without that key, you will struggle to actually take these alloys off. As you know guys, it is an AMG, so you do have that luxury kind of pack to it. You've got the half leather, half Alcantara trim on the door card, same as the seats as well. They're basically all leather with the Alcantara trim as well. It's got the AMG on the seat as well. To be honest, you've got AMG plastics pretty much everywhere. You've got AMG on the door sill, the seats, the steering, center console, the floor mats. When you put the screen on, you've got the AMG on the cluster as well. It's got these really fancy, I don't know what to call them to be honest. It's like little arms that come out to give you the seat belt. You've got these on both sides. There's a button just here. If you press the button, these will pop out, making your job easier. If you guys can't be asked to kind of reach all the way back, they'll bring the seat belt to you. So yeah guys, I've got the smashed headlight just here. It has got two ballasts just here, but the big one seems to be a little bent, and then the little one seems to have a LED smashed up. We've also got the owner's manual with all the service history, everything you really need apart from the logbook. Guys, so from this center console here, you can control the media. You can also control the exhaust sound as well. You can turn off the valves on and off. So if you want a silent exhaust, you can do that. If you want a loud exhaust, you can do that as well. And you can also change different driving modes to, dynamic, economical, and sport. All that kind of stuff. So yeah, that can all be done on this center bit here. In the back of the car, we have got a few parts as well. I'll show you guys that in a bit. So guys, as you can see, there is no blown airbags to this car. It is Cat N. A lot of the time, if it's Cat N, the airbags won't be blown. So lucky for us, they aren't blown. So it'll be costing us less to fix. Looking at the center box, there's a lottery ticket, guys. Air freshener, 2 air fresheners, OEM parts from Mercedes-Benz. I'm not too sure what that is. And there's a bit of money in here as well in the center console. So we probably knocked off what we paid for the car, guys. So coming to the back of the car, you've got a few parts here and there. Most of those parts are damaged. Some of them you can use, some of them you can't. If you guys are new to this channel, as well as rebuilding a C63, we are rebuilding a GTR back there as well. So if you guys want to see the GTR videos, go back to our channel, go check them out. We've also done a M4 as well as the RS6 as well. So we've got a bunch of projects that we've done previously. So go check them all out. So as I mentioned before guys, I am going to start the car and show you guys how it sounds. So here goes. Guys, we are getting the video there. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at Performance Tree Builds. We actually revealed this car 2 or 3 days before we actually put the YouTube video up, so follow us on Instagram for the inside scoop, and we'll see you guys in the next video.